Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at regression analysis for making business forecast for time series data. But before we dive right into it, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest of data analytics across different technologies. So first, let us understand what is time series data. Time series data is nothing but when we measure variables or a single variable at regular intervals of time. In this case, we are measuring revenue at regular intervals of time, which is every month. So every month we are capturing the revenue, and we have the revenue data captured for 3 years. So you can see here from Jan 22 to Jan 24, and it's captured at regular intervals of every month. So this is your time series data. I've taken only a single variable here, and now let us analyze this data. So I'm going to select both the columns, hit Ctrl Shift down, and now go to Insert and click on the line chart. Okay, so now let's take a look at this data. Let me expand this and let me change the y-axis. Okay, let me change the minimum value so we get a better picture of the data to around 50. Okay, so now we can see this data has a clear trend. Okay, we can see that it has a downward trend. That means, let me expand this further. That means over a period of time, the revenue is going down. Okay, year on year or month on month, the revenue is going down, but it also has a seasonal component. When we talk about seasonal component, it means that it has seasonal variations. Over certain intervals of time, it increases, it follows a peak, then it follows a trough, and again a peak, and again a trough. So you can see there is a seasonal component at certain times in this time series data. Let's take a closer look at it. Let me remove the grid lines here. And let me change the chart design so we get a better idea. Okay, so let's take a look at this data. We can see there's a peak at the March month, and there's another peak at around the April month, and another peak around the May month. So around March and April, you can see the data shows seasonal peaks. Okay, and there's a trough at the October month, another trough at the November month, and another trough at the October month again. So you can see during the October to November months, there is a dip in the data. Okay, so again, there's another seasonal component where you can see there are peaks in the March, April months, and there are dips in the October and November month. And overall, there is a downward trend of the data. Okay, so now let us use this information and analyze this pattern and try to see, can we make business forecasts on the future revenue trends using this kind of data? Because this is very useful for business forecasting, because you may want to forecast your revenue, your sales, your profits, your inventory, anything to make business forecasting accurate and to take better business decisions to improve your business. Okay, so let's see how we can make predictions on our future data using this pattern. Okay, so I'm going to be using auto regression here. I made a lot of videos on regression analysis on my channel. If you want to take a look at that, you can see the regression analysis video on my channel. Here I'm going to be using auto regression, which is nothing but a regression on itself. So I'm going to be using auto regression, which is regression on itself. And in this case, what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the past 12 months data as an input for the next 12 months data. Okay, so this will be understood when I formulate the data. Okay, so let's say this is the y variable which we want to predict. Okay, now we're going to create the x variable, which is going to be used to make predictions. So the x variable is also called as the explanatory variable, and the y variable is called as the dependent variable. So I'm going to write revenue t minus 12. So I'm going to be using the data for the past 12 months period. Okay, and I'm going to be naming this as the x variable. Okay, so let us copy this data here and let us go to Jan 23 and paste this data below. Okay, so I'm making an assumption here that the data which is of 12 months ago is a good indicator of what the revenue will be today. Okay, so for example, if I want to predict the revenue for Jan 23, I would say the revenue of Jan 2022 plays an important role in explaining what the revenue will be on Jan 23. So in short, the past 12 months data will play a role in the current data. This is the assumption. Okay, and this is going to be my x variable. Now for regression, we need the explanatory variable and the dependent variable. So here, since all of this is blank, I can just directly delete this, right click and delete it. Okay, I'll expand this graph again. Okay, so now we have our x variables and we have our y variables. Now let us use regression analysis to build the model. Okay, I'm just going to shift this for convenient purposes. So click on shift and drag the column. So we have an x variable and we have our explanatory variable and our dependent variable. Now let us build the regression analysis model. So go to data, click on data analysis, select regression, click on OK. Now click on this and select the y variable, including the label. Now click on this and click on the x variable. And we want to select only up to December 24 because there's no more data after December 24. We want to predict for the values after December 24. So click on this. We click on new worksheet. We can name this as regression underscore 1 and we click on the labels here and click on the residuals. Okay. Now let's click on OK. Let me expand this. And here you can see you have your regression analysis models. So I've explained all of these parts in my previous videos, so take a look at that. But here we're going to take a look at the important elements for making the predictions in the future. So these are your regression coefficients. Okay, so let's highlight this. So this is your y-intercept and this is your x variable. So this is the coefficient for the x variable and this is the coefficient for the y-intercept, and this will be useful for making predictions for the future data. Okay. Now the two important values you need to see here is the p-value. Okay. Okay. So the p-value tells us if the coefficient of the x variable as well as the intercept are statistically significant. What does it mean? It means that if the p-value is less than 0.05, that means the variations in the y variable can be statistically significantly explained by the variations in the x variable. Okay, so you can see both these values are 0.05. That means both the coefficient of the x variable and the y-intercept are statistically significant in making predictions of the future values. Okay, also we take a look at the adjusted R square. This is 0.98 and the R square is again 0.98. So that means 98% of the variations in the y variable can be explained by the x variable. So 98% of the variations in the y variable can be explained by the 12 months lagged data. Okay, so this seems to be a good model. So let us copy the predicted values here. Copy. Let us make a new column as forecast. And let us paste these values. Didn't copy them, so let me copy this again. Paste the values. Okay. And now let us copy this and add this to our chart. Control V. And now you can see beautifully our model has captured the pattern in our data. You can see closely it has followed the actual data. Okay, let us add a legend here. Click on this and add the legend. Okay, so you can see this is the revenue in blue, our original y variable, and this is our predicted data by the model, which is closely modeled the revenue. It has modeled the trend. Now we do not only want to create a model that models the existing trend, but we also want to use the model to make future predictions and forecasts of our business data, because that is the main goal which we want to solve. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, so let us copy the coefficients. As I mentioned that this is going to be used to build a model. Let us paste it here. Okay, let me drag this down here. So we have our future 12 months data which we want to predict. Okay, and now let's build the model. Equal to the y-intercept. Okay, let me hit F4 because I want to fix this when I'm copying the formula down, plus the slope of the x-intercept. Let me fix this, hit F4 again, into the x variable. Okay, and let's hit enter and let's copy this down. Okay, and now these are your predictions. So let's see that. Okay, Let's click on this. Okay, now I want to extend this so that I want to see my predictions or my forecast, and let's drag this down as well for the future months. And now you can see beautifully I've got the forecast for my future data. Okay, you can see how this follows the pattern so that it is closely modeled my existing trend in the revenues, and it is following the trend for making future predictions. Okay, now for business forecasting purposes, I may not want to show the model data. I only want to show the revenue and the future forecast. So let's see how we can do this adjustment. Okay, so let's delete this part from here. Let's click on the on this, and let's delete this part from here. Okay, delete it. Okay, now there's a gap in this data. To make it continuous, just copy the revenue one, the last revenue, and paste it here. Okay, and now you can see beautifully you have your revenue, the pattern it follows, and you have your forecast in orange, which is forecasting your future revenue over the next 12 months and the trend that it will follow. You can see it has accurately predicted a peak, okay, in the March April month time, and it has actually also accurately predicted a dip or a trough in the October time. So it has followed the pattern of seasonality, where there's a peak in the March and April months time, and there's a dip in the October months time, as well as it has followed the downward trend. So the forecast is quite accurate. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to make more videos on regression analysis or time series data and any other topics, please do let me know. I make a lot of videos on regression analysis, as that's my passion, and I like to make a lot of videos on business forecasting using regression analysis as well as logistic regression. Stay tuned, leave a comment and a like on this video. Thank you.